Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maticus Valentine Cole. Happy hump day. Guys, I had a fantastic time at the show I did yesterday at Tucker's Cozy Corner here in San Antonio. I didn't take a video of that performance because my video making abilities can't adjust for the low light there. I mean, it was darkness, just darkness. But I didn't want you guys to miss out because it was a fantastic show. And so I'm going to do 3 pieces for you. Let's get to it. The first piece is called The First, because it's the first piece. Dig it. We are one. It starts with you and me. All that makes us different is in the mind. So open your mind and set us free. For after every storm, there is always a tranquil calm. It's when what's broken comes together, and every cut receives a healing balm. But those who wait for others to make the first move will wait for a train that never comes, for the dance never comes before the groove. Now, I know we all get tired about talking about our collective ills, but I keep hearing people quacking like impatient ducks, and each of them is a very bitter pill. So since I'm tired of this feeling and waiting for the love to start, first let me give you my hand, and then be open to receiving my heart. But once you have my heart, be careful, for it can break when people take that heart for granted. So be tender, for pity's sake. Now, enough of this poem. I've got another piece to share. And since there's a prude or two in my audience, I won't talk about pulling your hips or your hair. Dig it. This next piece is called The Goddess Boo. Let's do it. Oh, what can we talk about? Love or a passion for death? Oh, let's have a little fun before we release our very last breath. Have you ever noticed when your girl wants her way, she may ask you what you think, but the last word is always her say. Now, she's a pretty one to be sure. I love how she blinks those eyelashes, but I can't seem to figure out how she knows where I keep all my porno stashes. But it's fine. I don't need 2D stimulation. I just need her to say yes once in a while, for she's my favorite infatuation. And don't get me wrong, I'm not some crass, dirty dog. But she gets bummed out whenever we kiss, because I'm never the prince and always the frog. But being a frog is cool, but it's not easy being green. But I take it with a grain of salt, because I'm happy just to be seen. Now, I like to think that I compromise. I give a little, and she does too. But it's not compromise if you win and I lose. So we both get a little. You feel me, boo? Now, don't give me any shit. I'm not a hater, even a little. But I know how I feel staring down the barrels of your eyes when you try to chop me down and whittle. You forget, my love, you chose me, but I chose you too. That's why it feels like heaven when we say to each other, I love you. Oh, and while we're on the subject, don't ever say you're a queen. Queens like to rule and execute laws and are entitled to the point of being obscene. But instead, know that you are a goddess. Because you are about creation, peace, and joy. And I know this because I'm a god, not some dumb, incapable boy. Now, I heard you snicker. He thinks he's a god. What a goof. I know you don't believe it. And if you want, I'll give you proof. I love without fear. And fill your heart until it wants to burst. And no goddess can be so named until a god notices that quality first. For together we make the impossible happen. We can make pleasure from every pain. We create something from nothing, and we give charity when there's nothing to gain. But most of all, my darlings, no shadow has a prayer inside our light. We always find the peaceful path, and never needing to raise our fists to fight. We don't need causes or politics to sway the common crowd. We teach from soft example instead of screaming too loud. And I'll lastly say this. Our love isn't until death do us part. God's, like our love, is forever and immortal, and forever is the blood pumping in our heart. Dig. Now, before I continue, I don't want there to be any misunderstanding. I'm not dumping on the female gender. I love every single one of you lovelies, just as the angels love the feather. But to give you my clear intention, it's this last piece I want to share. So buckle up and open your minds and hearts. Trust me, I'll get you there. This last piece is called Woman. Dig it. Woman. The word is the name for the soft and gentle on the lips of every man walking. She is the epitome of all things graceful and strong, with words forming wisdom while talking. Though she is flawed, like me, she hides it with confidence and style. And though she sees her imperfections intimately, I see perfection in every smile. They come in every shape and size, and I love them all. They make me feel strong enough to crash through even the thickest wall. Her scents make me warm like summer nights. Her skin is soft to the touch, and I hold her close and tight. Few things on this earth fill me with such wonder, and makes my heart pound louder than Zeus's thunder. I respect them, and they in turn give me my due, and which is why they swoon with red cheeks when I say I love you. This is woman to me, and though I check them from time to time, every woman who knows me knows in their heart they are all mine. All right, you guys. Well, that's it for me. Thanks for stopping by. Please do me a favor. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, give it a liker. If it's your first time here, hey, subscribe. If you have any suggestions for future content, social commentary, or maybe a subject for future poetry, leave them in the comments below. But in the meantime, and in the between time, keep the shadows at your feet and forever out of your heart. I loves ya. Oh, I appreciate ya. Laters.